Hey there, my friends. Welcome to our newest video training series, where we are going to teach you how to use what is perhaps the most targeted social platform available for marketers. One that, coincidentally, tends to fly under most marketers' radar. Not because they don't know better, but because it is not the kind of social platform you would think of to do your advertising in, until you sign in and see the potential. We are talking about none other than LinkedIn, the top business-oriented social networking platform for professionals. We are pretty sure that lots of you didn't know that you could market and advertise your stuff on LinkedIn, because after all, it is a serious platform for business people and job seekers, right? Well, you are in for a surprise. You see, LinkedIn actually offers one of the best converting advertising services around. That is why we have devised this video course for you. And we are opening it up with Section 1, LinkedIn Ad Basics, where we are going to teach you the basics about the platform with content, such as, what is LinkedIn all about? What are LinkedIn ads? How can LinkedIn ads help your business? Shocking LinkedIn ad facts to consider. So allow us to kickstart this course with the following question. What is LinkedIn all about? LinkedIn is described as a social networking service for professionals, but we believe that it can be best described as a social media platform designed to cater to all kinds of business-oriented people, including business owners, job seekers, employees, employers, and even graduates. LinkedIn works the same as any other social media platform on the surface, as it allows people to join it for free and to create social profiles. The difference lies in what people use profiles on LinkedIn for. Whereas profiles on other social networks are mostly designed to showcase people's interests, hobbies, and everyday moments, LinkedIn is designed to highlight professional, business, and career-related information. Professional and work skills, employment history, and education are some of the highlights that you will find on a common LinkedIn profile. And contacts are called connections to give a professional tone to interactions made by users of the platform. Connections allow LinkedIn members to connect with people whom they know on a professional level, whether online or offline. LinkedIn also leverages user-generated data such as job titles, geographical locations, skill sets, and industry to connect job seekers with employers. This has led LinkedIn users to use their LinkedIn profiles as a resume, with lots of people finding success in using the platform to find their dream jobs. LinkedIn can also be used as a great educational resource, as lots of industry leaders from around the world have LinkedIn profiles that any user can follow to get tips from. As you can see, LinkedIn is a social media platform that is targeted to a very specific yet broad audience, professionals, business owners, and job seekers, which kind of means that the job of targeting your audience is half done. And it so happens that LinkedIn has the perfect advertising platform where you can do the rest. Tune in to our following video to learn more. What are LinkedIn ads? Using LinkedIn for advertising can make it easier for you to target the right people simply because you already know what people are looking for on the platform. It might be people looking for a specific organization. It might be people looking for career development info. The fact is that they are all looking after their professional development. To leverage its client matching power, LinkedIn offers you just the right type of advertising solutions and the right tools that will help you to easily reach those most likely to respond to your business-related promotions in the form of LinkedIn ads. LinkedIn ads will allow you to build your brand, to raise awareness about it, and to generate leads the right way by letting you target a unique audience of over 500 million active professionals on the platform by way of job titles, functions, industries, and more. LinkedIn ads are effective and easy to set up no matter whether your goal is to generate leads, to drive awareness, or to maximize event registration. And they also allow you to control your budget and advertising costs with flexible pricing options. And the cool thing is that there are LinkedIn ad formats for every advertising need. Sponsored content ads, for example, can help you to boost your content and promote company updates that will allow you to generate leads and to drive awareness on the world's most viewed professional and newsfeed audience on any device. In-mail advertising or direct inbox advertising will allow you to reach your potential targets right on their LinkedIn email inboxes. Using in-mail advertising will help you to easily send personalized messages to your prospects. This LinkedIn ad format leverages the power of the oldest and most cost-effective form of marketing, email. Dynamic social ads, on the other hand, will allow you to drive relevant responses with adverts that are designed and served on the basis of activity and the profiles of people in your target audience, allowing you to show highly personalized copy and dynamically generated marketing images to LinkedIn members right where they are most likely to hang out. Advertising units offered by the LinkedIn advertising platform also include programmatic display ads that will help you to reach your target audience in a premium context through accurate professional targeting technology. Display advertising units are highly visible and are specifically placed in high-traffic areas across LinkedIn pages, and they operate on a fraud-monitored environment that ensures maximum brand safety. Classic text ads are also supported by the LinkedIn advertising platform to give advertisers, marketers, and common users a way to advertise on a budget that works for them. They are an easy, cost-effective way to drive traffic and generate quality leads on a pay-per-click or pay-per-impression basis. As you can see, LinkedIn's own advertising platform is as diverse, as feature-rich, and as cost-effective as any of the big players, with the added benefit of serving a highly targeted, unique audience. We will be talking about the benefits of using LinkedIn ads for your business in our following video, so make sure to tune in. Frequently asked questions. What is the suggested ad spend for small businesses to safely receive leads? Although all campaigns differ in how they receive leads in relation to the marketing objective being pursued and the audience they are targeting, the common consensus is that you have to be able to spend enough in order to get the amounts of data that will allow you to get relevant leads. But how much is enough for small businesses? It all depends on how large your advertising budget is, as there are small businesses spending from $200 to $1,000 on a single campaign, which is enough to drive awareness and retrieve relevant audience data. The trick is in spending no more than a third of your total daily budget on a single bid. For example, if you set a daily budget of $50 and you spend $15 on a single bid, you won't be getting enough clicks for the remainder of the day. In fact, your costly bid won't guarantee that you will get a lead out of it. Is it better to set a daily budget or an overall campaign budget? It can be beneficial to set an overall campaign budget as long as you can afford a large ad spend and if you don't mind a campaign eating up your entire budget in a single day, as campaign lifetime budgets are very likely to eat through a budget fast when you set your bids high. Now, if you would rather space out your ad spend, simply set a daily budget that you can comfortably accommodate. How long should you run your campaigns? The simplest way to know how long you should run a campaign is to look at the campaign's performance to see if a campaign is meeting your marketing goals. If you are meeting your goals and are perceiving an adequate return on investment, then you can essentially run a campaign for as long as it works for you. Now, if you are not hitting your objectives, you will need to stop your campaigns in order to review and optimize them. Let performance be your guide. Are all LinkedIn targeting options available for all ad campaign formats? Yes, all of LinkedIn's marketing solutions will allow you to make use of all targeting options available. In fact, you will be able to make up to 100 selections per targeting option, and you can easily expand the reach of your campaigns by enabling audience expansion. What determines ad pricing? Ad pricing will depend on whether your campaigns are managed by a marketing solutions representative or if you're using LinkedIn's self-service advertising platform to manage your campaigns. In the case of a managed campaign sold through a marketing solutions representative, ad pricing is based on cost per click and cost per mile, which is the price of ads per 1,000 impressions. You will just have to select the pricing option that best fits your marketing objective. Self-service campaigns, on the other hand, allow you to control the cost of your campaigns in two ways, either by selecting a daily or total campaign budget or by setting maximum bids per click or per 1,000 impressions. If you select to set your bids, you will be able to see the average bid range according to your target audience, and generally the higher you bid, the more results you will see. Do you have to create company updates in order to promote sponsored content? Not necessarily. While the easiest way to promote sponsored content is by selecting a company update from your company page and set it up as a sponsored content ad, you can also create direct sponsored content ads directly from the campaign manager without the need to create company updates beforehand. Will your sponsored content appear somewhere outside the LinkedIn newsfeed? LinkedIn has created partnerships with multiple exchanges and publishers that allows it to serve your sponsored content on apps and sites where people are likely to benefit from engaging with your content, which will in turn benefit you because of increased exposure. Such placements are part of the LinkedIn Audience Network and are only available when you target audiences located in the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, India, Singapore, and New Zealand. Does the campaign manager report your ad delivery outside of LinkedIn? Yes, you can get a report detailing your ad performance outside of LinkedIn by going to your campaign manager, selecting the campaign that you want to get a report on, then going to the performance section, clicking on the export button, and selecting the Audience Network Performance option to download the report. Will your ads look different outside of LinkedIn? It will greatly depend on your ad specs, but in general, you can expect your ads to look slightly different depending on your ad image sizes and the placements where your ads are served. Will all of your campaigns show on the Audience Network? No. In fact, only sponsored content campaigns that have cost per click selected as their bid type are available to show ads outside of LinkedIn. Text ad campaigns and cost per mile campaigns will not show on the Audience Network. How can LinkedIn ads help your business? As a marketer, you are already aware that your business idea will go as far as your efforts to get it out there. And there are usually two common routes to achieve maximum exposure and results: organic reach and paid advertising. Now, when it comes to paid advertising, everybody likes to get the job done through the usual platforms, which is fine because we all know the importance of establishing a presence across the largest display networks. But what about LinkedIn? It's by far the largest and most popular professional network on earth, and yet there is only a handful of marketers leveraging its advertising platform. Here are some of the ways in which LinkedIn ads can help your business. LinkedIn ads will allow you to target the largest pool of career-minded people available. While advertising networks such as Facebook and Google are better for promoting consumer-grade products and entertainment, LinkedIn is better for promoting career-related products such as ebooks, video training, and events such as webinars. With over 400 million active users, you can bet that LinkedIn is the safest place to reach the most professional people in your audience. LinkedIn is a great place to promote B2B offers and items. Unlike Facebook, LinkedIn is not a social media platform to hang out and slack off, and you are unlikely to find business managers looking for entertainment in there. They will be likely looking for productive business partners and information about how their industry operates overseas. That is the reason why LinkedIn is considered to be a good place to promote business-to-business stuff such as production line products and corporate-oriented services. In fact, close to 60% of LinkedIn profiles belong to managers and people in leadership positions, which makes them invaluable targets when it comes to promoting high-priced, industry-specific items and services. LinkedIn ads provide perfect targeting matches. One of the secrets behind every successful advertising campaign is in how it targets the intended audience. LinkedIn ads provide you with amazing targeting features that allow you to reach users by occupation or job title, by particular skills, by the company they work at, and by industry. This will allow you to reach the decision makers or the skillful workers looking for information about how to improve their skill set, depending on what you will be offering. LinkedIn ads are budget-friendly. LinkedIn ads can be served on a minimum $2 a day budget, which is a great way to test out short-term campaigns in order to map out more complex ad redistribution strategies over the long term. There are plenty of LinkedIn ad formats. LinkedIn ads offer excellent adaptability due to its wide variety of formats, which nicely differ in size, shape, positioning, and purpose. From classic newsfeed ads to promoted presentation slides, LinkedIn ads allow you to test and optimize your advertising units until you reach your ideal conversion sweet spot. As you can see, LinkedIn ads can give you an advantage that no other advertising network can match when it comes to reaching decision makers. Would you like to learn some more awesome stuff about LinkedIn's advertising platform? Then tune in to our following video. Shocking LinkedIn ad facts to consider. LinkedIn is considered to be the go-to place for B2B marketers, with 91% of business-to-business marketers using the platform to generate leads, to drive brand awareness, and to encourage sales. Speaking about sales, did you know that LinkedIn is also considered to be the social platform most efficient in completing the sales cycle? That's right, and it is all thanks to its B2B-centric nature. This fact is reflected in a good 63% of marketers reporting positive results, with over 80% of them wanting to increase their use of the platform for advertising. It is also worth noting that LinkedIn is the best platform to launch or promote a new product or service, as 8 in every 10 B2B marketers use it for that purpose, citing how advertising their new offers in the right context facilitate engagement. LinkedIn ads generate great levels of engagement. For example, ads that show customer-friendly benefits via visual aids such as images increase the likelihood of getting comments by 98%, and ads that link to your videos can increase the share rate by 75%. This is a great example of how targeting the right audience can generate engagement on its own. On average, 46% of social media traffic directed to business-to-business websites is generated on LinkedIn. This is because great content on LinkedIn encourages decision makers to go back to your site after learning about your brand or business on a previous ad. This increased traffic is also likely to contain those people that are more likely to convert into leads, according to a solid 79% of B2B marketers, who say that LinkedIn's advanced targeting features can help you to convert traffic into qualified leads. That is why it is not surprising to learn that over 80% of business-to-business leads are generated from LinkedIn, which is a difficult number to pull off on social networks where the audience is not highly targeted and specific as the one populating the LinkedIn platform. A correlation has been found between mobile traffic and sales on LinkedIn, as 57% of people who use LinkedIn do so from a mobile device, with 10 pieces of content consumed by qualified leads before they make a purchasing decision. This means that you should focus on driving sales through advertising a content series that can take qualified leads through a 10-part funnel. The content that you serve on the platform has to be the highest quality and highly relevant to your target audience, as you will be competing for attention in a sea of a whopping 9 billion newsfeed content impressions a week. 50% of B2B LinkedIn users rely on LinkedIn to make purchasing decisions. This is why sales ads on the platform should be focused on selling a solution to an organizational problem and not about selling a product itself. Creating a strong, authoritative presence and connecting with and engaging your prospects to build and maintain a good business relationship should be your top advertising goal. Hello there, everyone. Welcome to Section 2 of our LinkedIn Ads video training series, LinkedIn Ads Step by Step. In this section of our training, we are going to walk you through LinkedIn's basic advertising features, step by step, and we are going to show you how to advertise on LinkedIn from the moment that you log into your LinkedIn account right to launching your first ad. The videos in this section include LinkedIn Walkthrough, creating a company page, Campaign Manager Walkthrough, creating a sponsored content ad, creating a text ad, and creating an in-mail ad. So, let's get started with the very first step, knowing the LinkedIn platform. LinkedIn Walkthrough. LinkedIn is not only elemental for professional networking, but also for business-to-business advertising. That is a given by now, and we are going to assume that you are already signed up on the platform. If not, we invite you to create a free account before you proceed to watch the rest of this video. Still there? Awesome! Let's start by signing in to LinkedIn. You will land on the newsfeed right after you sign in, just like when you sign in to any other social networking site. As you can see, the newsfeed page is also the home page, as clicking on the home button on the top bar from any other section will take you back to here. And just like on any other social networking site, you will be able to create posts and updates from the newsfeed. To do so, you will simply have to click on the Share an Article, Photo, Video, or Idea box on top of your newsfeed. Now, this content creation box has some interesting features. Click on the right article button, and you will be taken to a new page on your browser from where you will be able to draft, create, and publish an article using advanced formatting features. You can click on the image button to upload an image to your post, and you can click on the camera icon button to upload a video to your post. LinkedIn has an instant messaging feature as well, and you can find it on the lower left-hand corner of the screen. Let's now move over to the left-hand column, where you will see a link to your profile, a shortcut link to update your profile, and a link to your connections. Right below the post box, you will find the People You May Know column, which will show you LinkedIn profiles that are recommended to you as new connections based on information in your own profile. Scroll down further, and you will find the actual newsfeed content, which includes updates, trending posts, and sponsored content posts. On the right-hand column on top, you'll find the What People Are Talking About section, where you'll find trending news and stories among professionals in the platform. Right below is an advertising space where you will find more promoted content as well as promoted job listings. Let's now look at the elements on the top bar from left to right, starting in the search bar, which will allow you to make searches by either using keywords or by filtering searches by people, jobs, and posts. Next up is the My Network tab, which will take you to a section where you will be able to manage your professional network. On the left-hand side, you will see a box from where you can see your connections, and from which you can use the Find Connections link to locate other professional profiles on the platform by importing a contact list from your email addresses. You will be able to use a simplified version of this feature back on the network section in the Add Personal Contacts box. From here, you will be able to also see your pending invitations, as well as a list of people you may know with profile suggestions. Let's now click on the Jobs tab. Here, you will be able to manage your saved jobs, your applied jobs, and to post a job if you're looking for talent. In the jobs that you might be interested in box, you will find job post suggestions based on the information in your profile. Now, you can also search for jobs in this section by using the search bars on top. The first one will allow you to search jobs by title, keyword, or company, and the second one will allow you to search jobs by location. You can use both search bars to find job postings using keywords and locations as filters, and then clicking on the search button. Let's now click on the Messaging tab. In this section, you will be able to manage your correspondence with other users and companies. Here, you will be able to access your received messages, to read your messages, to use the Search Messages bar to locate specific messages, and to use the Compose a New Message button to create correspondence. Lastly, you can click on the Notifications tab to access and manage your notifications. Let's now click on the Me tab. The Me tab is a drop-down menu that will give you access to your profile, to your account settings, and to your account's activity. The first option available is the View Profile link, which will take you to your LinkedIn profile. Now, it will not only allow you to view your profile, but also edit it from top to bottom. Here, you will find the option to add a new profile section, to include additional professional information to your profile, such as background information including work experience, education, and volunteer experience. You can also add your skills and your accomplishments. You can use the Edit Public Profile feature to customize your public profile, which is the preview profile that people not signed up to LinkedIn can see. You can use the Add Profile in Another Language feature to create your profile in a different language to make it easier for professionals and businesses from other locations to check your profile information. You'll have the options to update your background photo, your profile picture, your name, your intro headline, and your current job position. You can click on the Contact and Personal Info link to the right to add specific contact and personal information such as phone numbers, addresses, email addresses, and birth dates. You can also add experience and interests to your profile. Back on the Me menu, you will have the Account and the Manage submenus. Let's start by clicking on the Settings and Privacy submenu tab. There, You will be able to edit your account settings, including your basic account information such as email address, password, and language, your partners and third-party settings, your subscription settings, and other advanced account settings. From there, you will also be able to edit your privacy settings and your communication settings. Now, by clicking on the Help Center tab from this submenu, you will be able to access LinkedIn's support library. You can use the Language tab to change your language the easy way. Let's now look at the Manage submenu. Let's start by clicking on the Posts and Activities submenu tab. In this section, you will be able to check and manage your LinkedIn activity, including your articles, your posts, and your interests. The Job Postings tab will allow you to manage your job postings. Lastly, the Sign Out tab will allow you to sign out of LinkedIn with a simple click. Now, there are 3 additional tabs on this top bar menu. The Learning tab will take you to the InLearning platform, which is LinkedIn's paid knowledge library. The Post a Job tab will take you to the same job posting section available from the Account submenu. Lastly, you will find the Work tab. By clicking on this tab, you will find a menu with business-oriented solutions offered by LinkedIn. These LinkedIn products include job postings, advertising products, LinkedIn groups, and the SlideShare platform. Additionally, you'll also be offered access to other LinkedIn business services, including talent solutions, sales solutions, and learning solutions. The last option available on this menu is the Create a Company Page option, which will allow you to create a LinkedIn page for your business. We will be showing you how to create your own company page in our next video, so make sure to tune in. Creating a company page. Hey there everyone, did you know that you won't be able to set up most types of LinkedIn ads without a company page? That is right. You will need to set up a company page if you want to serve more than one type of ad on the platform. But what is a company page? A LinkedIn company page is simply a company profile for a business, and its function is to facilitate business-to-consumer relationships in a professional environment. LinkedIn company pages drive 64% of visits from social media to business websites, which means that having a LinkedIn company page gives businesses a greater opportunity to promote their products and services to a better qualified audience. Creating your company page. Creating a company page on LinkedIn is quite easy, but there are some requirements that you need to meet in order to start creating your first company page. You need to have a LinkedIn profile with your real first and last name, a valid website URL, and a verified email address added to your LinkedIn account. Once you are sure that you comply with said requirements, go to your account's dashboard and click on the Work tab on the top bar menu. Now scroll down and click on the Create a Company Page option. Now it is time to set up your company page, and you have to start by entering your company information. First, you have to enter your company name, and then your LinkedIn public URL. Now check the verification box and click on Create Page. Start by updating your cover photo and uploading your logo. Now scroll down to enter the required information. Fields marked with asterisks are required fields. Start by entering a description in the company description field. Now click on the Add Specially button to enter keywords that best describe your company's activities and strengths. Now enter your company's website URL in the Website URL field. Now select your company size, your company's industry, and select your company type. You can optionally enter the year your company was founded in the Year Founded field, although it is not required. Lastly, you'll have to enter your company's location by clicking on the Add Location button. Required location info includes your company's address, city, postal code, province or state, and country, and you will simply have to click on Add Location once you enter the required location info. Additional settings here include Featured Groups, which allows you to search and select up to 3 groups that you can feature on your company page, and Language, which will allow you to control how your company page appears in other languages by selecting your preferred languages from the Language menu. Once you update your company page profile, you will simply have to click on the Publish button. Awesome! Now your page is live and ready for you to start posting and promoting company updates with LinkedIn ads. Remember that you can scroll back up, check that everything is okay, and click on Publish. Now your company page is live. Remember that you can always come to your page to check your company page analytics, your company page notifications, and to manage your page and expand its reach by using the options in the Admin Tools menu. Now that you have a company page ready, you can start promoting your business-oriented content. Yet we feel it is necessary to give you a walkthrough of LinkedIn's Campaign Manager first, which we are going to do in our following video. So tune in. Campaign Manager Walkthrough. Hey there, my friends. We are getting closer to showing you how to create your very first LinkedIn ad. But we want you to be as prepared as possible to do it on your own once you finish this course. So we are going to show you how to access and how to navigate LinkedIn's Campaign Manager first. The Campaign Manager is LinkedIn's own advertising dashboard, from where you will be able to check, manage, and create your LinkedIn ad campaigns the easy way. To access your Ads Manager from the LinkedIn homepage, you will simply have to click on the Work menu tab on the top bar menu, and then to click on the Advertise button. Then on the next page, you will simply have to click on the Create Ad button and sign in with your LinkedIn credentials if prompted to. You will be logged in to your Campaign Manager, and you will need to select from which ad account you will manage your Campaign Manager activity. You will simply have to click in your ad account's name on the Account Name section to select your advertising account. Now, one thing that you will notice about the Campaign Manager is that it is a pretty minimal advertising dashboard, designed to offer you a simplified experience. Let's take a look at what you find in the Campaign Manager's landing page, starting from top to bottom with the buttons and icons located in the upper right-hand corner. Clicking on your LinkedIn profile icon will allow you to go directly to your profile by clicking on the View Profile shortcut. The Sign Out text button will allow you to sign out of the Campaign Manager. The Manage Sponsored In-Mail Permissions option will allow you to check and manage which accounts or users have permission to manage in-mail sponsored content. The Go to LinkedIn.com shortcut will simply redirect you from your Campaign Manager to LinkedIn's homepage. Back on the Campaign Manager page, you can click on the Settings menu button to manage your ad account settings. You can click on the Edit Account Details option to check and manage ad account details such as the ad account's name. You can click on the Manage Access option to check and manage user access to your ad account. You can use the Options menu corresponding to an account to grant account privileges and roles. And you can click on Add User to Account to add additional users to manage, view, or edit content in your ad account. Now, there is a really interesting option available in the Settings menu called Set as Start Page. This option will allow you to set the Campaign Manager as your LinkedIn homepage. So instead of landing on the newsfeed after signing into LinkedIn, you will land on the Campaign Manager. You will simply have to click on the Set as Start Page option on the menu to allow this change. A notification will appear to let you know that your ad account dashboard has been set as your LinkedIn homepage. You can revert this change by simply clicking on the Remove as Start Page option on the Settings menu. The Billing History option will take you to your Billing History page, where you will be able to check your account activity by date, descriptions, payments or credits, amounts spent, and amounts due. From here, you will also be able to check your available credits, to check your payment receipts, and to add your payment methods. Lastly, on the Settings menu is the Contact Settings option. By clicking on this option, you will be able to select or deselect what type of notifications you would like to be contacted about through your primary email address. Alright, so moving on to the next item on the top bar, and right beside the Settings menu is the Pages menu, where you will be able to check and select your ad accounts with one click. The ad account information on this page includes a company page that you are using to promote sponsored content and the ad account name. You can tick the checkbox corresponding to your ad account to get a full performance report of your advertising account by then clicking on the Download Report button. Also from this page, you will be able to add new ad accounts by clicking on the Add Account button. You will simply have to locate and select your company page on the Company Page field to name your new account in the Account Name field, to select the currency you will be using to pay for your campaigns in the Currency menu, and to click on Add Account to finish. Now back on the Campaign Manager's main page, you will find 3 tabs and 1 Display Menu tab. Let's start on the Campaign Performance tab. There are 2 subsections on this tab. the Time Series subsection tab, and the Demographics subsection tab. Let's start on the Time Series subsection tab. In this section, you will find a detailed performance overview in graph form detailing number of conversions, number of leads, number of impressions, number of clicks, number of social actions, and ad spent over time. Now in the Demographics section, you will find demographic performance metrics that include impressions, clicks, click-through rates, conversions, and conversion rates. You can filter results from both sections using the drop-down menus above, and you can use the search by name bar to locate specific campaign metrics with keywords. And you can use the export button to download a campaign info that you can review later on your computer or from a print file. On the bottom of this page, you will find a campaign performance summary, detailing every performance metric per campaign, as well as a total number obtained on every metric. You will find metrics for every important element worth measuring on your campaigns, including performance, leads, conversions, social actions, and budget. Now in the Website Demographics tab, you will be able to get important demographic insights about your website audience. Please be aware that you will need to set up a tracking code called Insight Tag in order to get audience insights from your LinkedIn campaigns before you are able to see any data on this page. And we recommend you to contact a handy developer that can help you to do it the right way. Let's now hover over the Account Assets drop-down menu tab. Account assets are the elements that you set up, save, and optimize to later use on your advertising campaigns. LinkedIn advertising assets include your website tracking code, your audiences, and your lead generation form templates. Lastly, you can click on the Create Campaign button whenever you are ready to set up an advertising campaign. Once you click on the Create Campaign button, you will be able to select from 3 ad products. Selecting Sponsored Content will allow you to promote content with targeted native advertising. Selecting Text Ads will allow you to drive traffic from desktops with easy-to-create text ads. And selecting Sponsored InMail will allow you to send targeted messages directly to the people who matter the most to your business. We are going to show you how to create awesome LinkedIn ads with these options, starting with sponsored content ads in our next video. So make sure to tune in. Creating a sponsored content ad. Hey there everyone, let's take this section to the next level by showing you how to create your first LinkedIn ad. Let's start by doing a quick recap of what we have been doing so far, right from the LinkedIn homepage. Because you're going to create an ad, you have to start by going to the Campaign Manager. To reach the Campaign Manager from the LinkedIn homepage, you will simply have to click on the Work tab in the top bar menu, and then to click on the Advertise option. Now you will have to click on the Create Ad button on the next page and log into the Campaign Manager if prompted to. Now you will have to select your ad account by clicking on the ad account's name. Alternatively, you can simply enter the linkedin.com/ad/accounts URL in your browser's address bar, and then select your ad account by clicking on the ad account's name. Once you have selected your ad account, you will be ready to create a new campaign and ad. And you will simply have to click on the Create Campaign button to get started. Once you click on the Create Campaign button, you will be prompted to select an ad product. As you already know, there are 3 ad products to select from: Sponsored Content, Text Ads, and Sponsored InMail. In this video, we are going to show you how to set up a Sponsored Content ad, which will allow you to promote relevant content from your company page. Start by clicking on the Select Text shortcut corresponding to the Sponsored Content option. The next step is to enter your Sponsored Content campaign's information. First, name your new Sponsored Content campaign in the Campaign Name text field. Now select your campaign's target language in the Target Audience Language menu. Now you will be able to select what type of actions you want your prospects to take when they decide to click on your LinkedIn ads. You can select the option to send people to your website or content, to simply redirect leads to your business website or article after they click on your ads. Or you can select the option to collect leads using lead gen forms, to collect lead info by adding a lead generation form on your new sponsored content ad. For this example, we are going to select the Send People to Your Website or Content option to send people to one of our blog articles when they click on our ad. You can additionally check the increase followers for my company page by adding a follow button box to add a follow button on your ad, which will help you to get new company page followers. Once you have made your selection, click on Next. The second step is to select the content that you will promote. There are two ways to promote sponsored content. The easiest and fastest way is to select an existing post from your company page in the Sponsored Content Selection column. You'll just have to select the company page post from the Content Selection column and then to click on the Sponsored Selected Content button. The other way is by creating a new piece of sponsored content. To do so, simply click on the Create Sponsored Content button. Now name your new sponsored content in the Content Name text field. Now enter your landing page URL and your sponsored content text, making sure to not exceed the 150 character mark to make it display correctly across most devices. Now enter your sponsored content ad's headline and description in their corresponding fields. Then click on Save once you're finished setting up the ad. Your new sponsored content ad is ready, and you will simply have to select it from the Content Selection column just like you would select an existing company page post. In this example, we are going to select the new sponsored content. The next step is the audience creation and targeting setup. You have three ways to set up an audience. The most commonly used option is to set an audience from scratch. To do so, you will simply have to go to the Target By menu and select the Audience Below option. This will allow you to create an audience by selecting your target locations and specific targeting criteria for each new campaign. You can also use a saved audience to target in case that you intend to target the same audience with a different ad. To do so, you will simply have to go to the Target By menu and select the Applying Previously Saved template option. Lastly, you can select to use a matched audience. This option will allow you to either retarget website visitors or to target a list of accounts or contacts. Now, in order to retarget website visitors, you will first need to create a target audience based on your recent website visitors. Be aware that this will require you to set up the Insights tag and to install it on your website first. And to target a list of accounts or contacts, you will need to upload a list of companies or email addresses. For this example, we are going to set up an audience from scratch by going to the Target By menu and selecting the Audience Below option. The first step then is to select your target locations in the What Locations Do You Want to Target section. You will simply have to type a country, state, city, or town in the Locations field, and then to select whether to include or exclude them from targeting. Now you will have to select specific targeting criteria. There are several targeting criteria available to go as granular as you want with your targeting. Here you will be able to target members of your audience by company name, company industry, company size, job title, job function, job seniority, member schools, fields of study, degrees, member skills, member groups, member gender, member age, years of experience, company followers, and company connections. Let's show you with an example how to target business-to-business leads on LinkedIn. In this example, we are going to target healthcare professionals looking for products to distribute on a small to medium-sized retail scale. To achieve this, we are going to select company industry and include hospital and healthcare. Then we are going to select job title and include distributor. Awesome! Once you have selected your specific targeting criteria, you'll have to select whether to enable LinkedIn Audience Network targeting. This option is enabled by default, and it will allow you to reach people beyond the LinkedIn feed. Then you will have to select whether to enable audience expansion. This option is enabled by default, and it will allow you to reach audiences that are similar to your target audience. We recommend you to enable audience expansion, especially if your target audience is too specific. Once you have made your selections in this page, click on Next. In the following step, you will have to set up your budget and schedule. First, you will have to select what do you want to optimize your campaign for. There are 3 optimizations available. Selecting awareness will allow you to raise awareness of your brand among people within your target audience. Selecting website visits will allow you to maximize the number of people visiting your website. Lastly, selecting website conversions will allow you to maximize the number of people taking valuable actions on your website, such as completing sign-up forms or downloading content. Please note that you will need to install the Insight tag in your website before you are able to select website conversions as your campaign optimization strategy. For this example, we are going to select website visits as our optimization strategy. Once you select your optimization strategy, you will have to select your bid type. Now please be aware that your bid type will be defined by the optimization strategy that you select if you're not using conversion tracking on your sponsored content campaigns. For instance, if you select awareness as your optimization strategy, your bid type will be set as cost per mile, as the intended purpose of awareness is to show your ad to as many people as possible. That means that there is no case in allowing you to bid for clicks. Conversely, if you select website visits or conversions as your optimization strategy, your bid type will be set as cost per click, as the intended purpose of optimizing your ads for visits or conversions is to get as many people clicking through them to achieve the desired visits or conversions. Okay, now it is time for you to set up your budget and your schedule. In the daily budget box, enter your daily campaign spend, or the maximum amount that you are willing to spend daily on advertising. And on the bid box, enter your bid amount, which is how much you are willing to pay per click or per 1,000 impressions, depending on your selected optimization strategy and the size of your audience. Now select the campaign start date. You can either select to start immediately to launch your campaign right after you finish setting it up, or you can select the schedule start option to set a different start date for your new campaign. Now click on Show End Date, Total Budget, and Ad Rotation options to adjust those additional settings. Click on the Campaign End Date box to either use the calendar function to set an end date for your campaign, or simply click on Run Indefinitely. You can enter a maximum budget amount in the Total Budget box if you want to put a limit on how much you're willing to spend on your new campaign, and then select whether to optimize your ads for clicks to show your best performing ads more often, or to allow ads to enter auction evenly if you want to show all your ads equally across your campaign's duration. Please note that these ad rotation options are valid when you select more than one piece of sponsored content. Finally, click on Next once you have made your selections on this page to proceed to the last step. In the Payments Details and Launch page, you will simply have to review your account and campaign details and to enter your payment details. Then you will simply have to click on Review Order and wait for your campaign to launch. And that's it. Creating a text ad. Hello there, my friends. Let's continue from where we left off so we can teach you how to set up the next type of LinkedIn ad available on the Campaign Manager, the text ads. Start on the Campaign Manager while already logged into your ad account and click on Create Campaign. Now locate the text ads option in the campaign type selection page and click on its corresponding select shortcut. Now it is time to start creating a new text ad campaign. The first step is to enter your campaign information. Start by entering a name for your text ad campaign in the Campaign Name field, and then choose your campaign's target language on the Target Audience Language menu. Then click on Next. In the following step, you will have to set up your ad content. You will first need to specify where members should go when they click on your ad. There are two options available: My Page on LinkedIn and My Website. If you select the My Page on LinkedIn option, you will be able to send people either to your LinkedIn page's main company page or to your LinkedIn page's career page. If you select the My Website option, you will be able to send people to your website after they click through your ad. In our example case, we are going to select the My Website option, and then we are going to enter our website's URL in the URL field. Now you will have to edit the actual text ad. Start by entering your text ad's headline, image, and copy. Our advice when it comes to writing a catchy headline includes making it brief and direct, and to make it either into a question related to your offer, a how-to statement on how to leverage the contents of your offer, or a command line such as "Get ahead of the competition with our offer." Now the ad copy should be a longer variation of the message in your headline, and it should include a call to action as well as an incentive, such as a discount if there is one. Lastly, to add an image to your ad, you will simply have to click on the image box and look for an adequate image on your computer, and then to double-click on it to upload it to your ad. You will be able to preview how your ad will look on different placements across LinkedIn on the preview section on the right-hand side of the screen. This preview column will allow you to see a square version of your ad, a horizontal version of your ad, and a long version of your ad. Once you finish setting up your ad, simply click on Save to move on to the next step. Now, before you actually move on to the next step, you will be offered the options to edit your ad, to duplicate your ad, to manage tracking on your ad, and to create another ad to run on the same campaign. For this example, we are going to simply click on Next, as we are not going to edit, duplicate, or manage tracking, nor are we going to create an ad variation. The next step is the audience creation and targeting setup. Here you will find the same audience targeting setup options we showed you previously. You can select to use a matched audience to either retarget website visitors or to target a list of accounts or contacts. And you can also use a saved audience to target by going to the Target By menu and selecting the Apply Previously Saved Template option. For this example, we are simply going to select the Audience Below option on this same menu to set up your target audience from scratch. When you select this option, you'll have to first select your target locations in the What Locations Do You Want to Target section by typing the name of a country, state, city, or town in the Locations field, and then select whether to include or exclude them from targeting. Now you will have to select your specific targeting criteria. For this example, we are going to select company industry and include hospital and healthcare as our first targeting criteria. Then we select job title and include purchasing agent as our second targeting criteria. Once you select your targeting criteria, you will have to select whether to enable or not audience expansion, which we recommend you to enable. Once you have made your selections on this page, click on Next. In the following step, you will have to set up your budget and schedule. First, you will have to select your bid type. You can either select cost per click if you prefer to bid for clicks, or cost per impressions if you prefer to bid per every 1,000 ad views. Once you select your bid type, you have to set up your budget and your schedule. Start by entering your daily campaign spend in the daily budget box, and then to enter your maximum bid amount in the bid box. Now select the campaign start date. You can either select to start immediately to launch your campaign right after you finish setting it up, or you can select the Schedule Start option to set up a different start date for your new campaign using the calendar function. Now click on Show End Date, Total Budget, and Ad Rotation options to adjust your campaign's additional settings. Click on the Campaign End Date box to enter an end date for your campaign using the calendar function, or simply click on Run Indefinitely if you plan to stop the campaign yourself. Now enter a maximum budget amount in the Total Budget box if you want to put a limit on how much you plan to spend on your new campaign. If you created more than one ad for your new campaign, you can use the options in the Ad Rotation section to optimize your ads for clicks, to show your best performing ads more often, or to allow ads to enter auction evenly if you want to show all your ads equally across your campaign's duration. Finally, click on Next once you have made your selections on this page. In the final Payment Details and Launch page, you will simply have to review your account and campaign details and to enter your payment method if you haven't done so already. Then you will simply have to click on Review Order and wait for your text ad campaign to launch. And that's it. Creating an in-mail ad. Hey there, my friends. Let's now show you how to set up the last type of LinkedIn ad available with the Campaign Manager, the in-mail ad. Start in the Campaign Manager while already logged into your ad account and click on Create Campaign. Now locate the in-mail ads option in the campaign type selection page and click on its corresponding select text link. Now enter your campaign information. Start by entering a name for your in-mail ad campaign in the Campaign Name field. Then choose your campaign's target language in the Target Audience Language menu. Now select what you want to happen after members click on your ads. And just like when you set up your sponsored content campaign, you will have the option to either send people to your website or content, or to collect leads using LinkedIn lead gen forms. For this example, we are going to select the Send People to Your Website or Content option. Now click on Next to start setting up your in-mail ad content. The first step is to enter your new in-mail ad name in the Sponsored In-Mail Ad Name field. Now select your in-mail sender. The ad account's admin will be selected as a sender by default, but you can use the Add Sender option to send a request to another user to be added as the sender of the InMail. Now click on Next to start creating your subject line and message content. Start by entering your subject line in the subject line field. Make sure to always keep your subject lines concise, relevant, and conversational. And always strive to add value to your subject lines by adding keywords such as thanks, exclusive invitation, connect, and opportunities. Now your message should be crafted in a conversational tone and be kept under 1,000 characters. Make sure to use the Insert Custom Fields menu to add custom salutations at the beginning of your messages. Once you are finished crafting your InMail message, click on Next. On the following page, you will have to insert your sponsored messages landing page and call to action. Start by entering your landing page link in the landing page URL field. Now define your call to action by entering your call to action text in the call to action button field. You can optionally add a banner creative to your sponsored message by clicking on the image upload box and uploading a banner or image from your computer. Once you have made your changes to this page, simply click on Next. InMail ads will also give you the option to edit, duplicate, and manage tracking on your ad, as well as to create another ad during the campaign setup. And you will simply have to click on Next if you are not going to edit, duplicate, manage tracking, or create ad variations. The next step is the audience creation and targeting setup. The audience targeting setup options for InMail ad campaigns are the same we showed you previously, as you will be able to select to use a matched audience, to retarget website visitors, or to target a list of accounts or contacts, or to use a saved audience to target by going to the Target By menu and selecting the Applying Previously Saved Template option. Once again, we are going to select the Audience Below option to set up our target audience. We start by selecting our target locations in the What Locations Do You Want to Target section by typing the name of our target locations in the Locations field and then selecting whether to include or exclude them from our targeting. Now you will have to select your specific targeting criteria. We are going to target the same criteria we did in our previous video by selecting company industry and including hospital and healthcare as our first targeting criteria, then selecting job title and including purchasing agent as our second targeting criteria. Once you select your targeting criteria, you will have to select whether to enable or not audience expansion. We recommend you to enable. Now click on Next to move on to the next step, where you will have to set up your budget and schedule. Now, InMail ads are paid by a cost per send basis, which means that you will bid per each prospective member that you will send your InMail messages to. Because cost per send will be selected by default as the only bid type, you will simply have to enter your daily campaign spend in the daily budget box, and then to enter your maximum bid amount on the bids box. Now select to start immediately or to schedule start on the campaign start date section. Click on Show End Date, Total Budget, and Ad Rotations options to adjust your campaign's end date using the calendar function, or select to run indefinitely. Enter a maximum budget amount in the total budget box and adjust your ad rotation settings if you have more than one ad running on the campaign. Finally, click on Next to go to the payment details and launch page to review your campaign details and to enter your payment method if you haven't done so already. Then click on Review Order and wait for your sponsored InMail ad campaign to launch. And that's it. Hey there everyone! Welcome to Section 3 of our LinkedIn Ads video training series, Advanced LinkedIn Ad Strategies. In this section, we are going to teach you proven, expert-level LinkedIn advertising strategies that will give you an enormous advantage when it comes to your LinkedIn advertising game. In fact, what we are going to teach you in this section are ways to apply those advanced marketing strategies that gurus don't like to talk about, to further increase the effectiveness of LinkedIn ad features. Here's a summary of what you will learn in this section. Creating a showcase page to promote content series. Collecting leads directly from their LinkedIn inboxes. Using LinkedIn features to locate qualified targets. Turning your company pages into lead generation pages. Creating a marketing plan for LinkedIn. Best practices for content campaigns and company updates. So let's start off with the first item on our list, creating a showcase page to promote content series. Alright, so you already know that in order to promote sponsored content on LinkedIn, you will need to have a company page from where to release content that you can sponsor. But what if you plan to dedicate a series of sponsored stories to a specific subject that could look a bit off topic, even spammy in the eyes of your potential targets? As a marketer, you might be already familiar with content series. A content series is how you use periodic content releases to catch the hard-to-get leads. The problem about releasing content series on LinkedIn is that you would have to use your own company page to promote a single content series that might pull it off some of your followers, or that may simply look a bit out of place coming from your page. This can happen because content series are mostly used to reach a very specific subset of your target audience that isn't responding to your sponsored content. But we have good news for you. You can create a showcase page that you can use to promote content series. What is a showcase page? A showcase page is simply an extension of a company page, and they are designed to spotlight a brand you own, a different business unit, or new initiative within your company. Showcase pages are perfect for promoting content series targeted at hard-to-get leads because you can create them to showcase aspects of your business with their own message and audience segment. Creating a showcase page. Creating a showcase page is quite easy. You will simply have to click on the profile icon on the top bar menu on LinkedIn's homepage. Then go to the Manage section on the menu and locate the company page that you want to associate with your new showcase page, and then click on it. Now click on the Admin Tools in the top right-hand corner, and then click on the Create Showcase Page option. A Create Showcase Page pop-up window will appear, where you will have to enter your new showcase page's info. Here you will simply have to enter your showcase page name in the showcase page name field. The same keywords that you use on your showcase page name will be used on the showcase page's public URL. So take that into consideration when coming up with your showcase page's name. Once you have entered your name, simply click on Create Page to continue. Awesome! Now your new showcase page has been created, and you won't have to use your main company page to distribute sponsored content to your audience's hard-to-get lead segment. Now, in order to use your showcase page to promote sponsored content, you will simply have to add it to your campaign manager through a new ad account. Start by going to your campaign manager by entering the linkedin.com/ad/accounts URL in your browser's address bar. Now click on the Add Account button on the right-hand corner. Now type your showcase page's name in the company name field and select it from the drop-down list. Now name your new ad account in the Add Account name field. Then select your currency in the currency menu and click on Add Account. And that's it. Now you will simply have to select your showcase page's ad account when you log into your campaign manager every time that you will use it to promote a new piece of a content series. Collecting leads directly from their LinkedIn inboxes. Hey there again, my good friends. Let's continue with showing you how to tackle the trickiest LinkedIn marketing goals with the help of highly advanced LinkedIn ad strategies. Now, this time around, we are going to show you how to leverage LinkedIn lead gen templates to collect valuable leads right from their LinkedIn inboxes. Start on the Campaign Manager and click on the Create Campaign button. Now click on the Select Text link corresponding to the Sponsored InMail option in the Campaign Type Selection page. Now enter a name for your new InMail ad campaign in the Campaign Name field, and choose your campaign's target language on the Target Audience Language menu. Now select what you want to happen after members click on your InMail ads. Remember, you will have the option to either send people to your website or content, or to collect leads using LinkedIn lead gen forms. And in this video, we are going to select the Collect Leads Using LinkedIn Lead Gen Forms option to show you how to use lead capture forms on your InMail ads. Click on Next once you make your selection. On the following page, enter your new Sponsored InMail name in the Sponsored InMail ad name field, and select your InMail sender. Remember, the ad account's admin will be selected as the InMail sender by default, but you can use the Add Sender option to send a request to another user to be added as a sender. Now click on Next to create your message's content. Start by entering your subject line in the subject field and then your message in the message text field. Once you are finished crafting your in-mail message, click on Next. On the following page, you'll have to insert your sponsored messages landing page and call to action. Start by entering your landing page address in the landing page URL field. Now define your call to action by entering your call to action text in the call to action button field. Now, as you can see, selecting the Collect Leads using LinkedIn Lead Gen Forms option will allow you to insert a lead capture form in your in-mail message to capture your lead's information. To insert a lead capture form on your sponsored in-mail messages, you will simply have to select an existing form template from the Form Template menu, or you can create a new one by clicking on the Create New Form Template option. A new pop-up window will appear for you to set up your new lead capture template form. Start by naming your new template form in the Form Name field. This is the name that you will use to identify your template form on the Form Template selection menu in future campaigns, and it will not be visible to LinkedIn members. Now describe the offer that you will be promoting. Start by writing your offer's headline in the Headline field, and then enter the offer description in the Offer Details field. The same content principles that apply when crafting your in-mail messages apply here, and they include always keeping the offer's headline concise and relevant, and to craft your offer description in a conversational, invitational tone, keeping it under 1,000 characters. Remember that you will be using this form to entice your prospects into giving you their contact info, so make an effort to include an incentive, such as the promise of a link to a content download, to exclusive discounts sent to their inbox, or an invitation to a webinar or content series in your details. Before you finish setting up your form template, you will first have to add a privacy policy link to your form template as well as a custom privacy policy text. Start by inserting your business website's privacy policy page URL in the privacy policy URL field, and then write a brief description of your privacy policies in the custom privacy policy text field. You will be able to preview what your lead gen form will look like on the right-hand column of the pop-up window once you enter all your information, and you'll have to simply click on Next to continue. Now you will have to select the lead info you want to collect. You will be able to collect profile information, work information, company information, education information, and demographic information. And you will be able to insert a custom question as well. Please note that you will only be able to collect up to 7 individual pieces of info. Once you have selected what lead info to ask for in your lead gen form, you will simply have to click on Next. In the following section, you'll simply have to customize your thank you message, to add a link to your website, and to select a thank you page call to action. Once you finish customizing your thank you page, you'll simply have to click on Save to finish. Awesome! Now that you have created your lead gen template, you are ready to move on. So we'll simply click on Next to continue to the next step. Remember that you will be given the option to edit, duplicate, and manage tracking on your ad, as well as to create another ad before you move on to the campaign setup. And you will simply have to click on Next if you are not going to edit, duplicate, manage tracking, or create ad variations. Next up is the audience creation and targeting setup. Once again, we are going to select the Audience Below option on the Target By menu to set up your target audience. We start by selecting our target locations in the What Locations Do You Want to Target section. Then we select our specific targeting criteria and enable the Audience Expansion option. Now we click on Next to set up our budget and schedule. We start by entering our daily campaign spend in the daily budget box, and then enter our maximum bid amount on the bids box. We are going to leave the rest of the settings on their default values in order to let our campaign start immediately after we launch it, without an end date nor a total budget. So we simply click on Next to continue to the final step. Remember, on the last page you will only have to review your campaign details and to enter your payment method if you haven't done so already. Then click on Review Order and wait for your new campaign to launch. And that's it. Using LinkedIn features to locate qualified targets. One of the things that defines the success of any advertising campaign on any platform is the audience, as no matter how broadly or narrowly you target it, it is what will help you to achieve a good return on investment, as long as it is properly targeted. Luckily, LinkedIn is built in a way that will make it easier for you to locate highly qualified leads even before you set up your campaigns. Using the advanced search features. LinkedIn's advanced search functionalities can help you to easily identify the exact type of people that represent the perfect match for your business. To use the advanced search features offered by the LinkedIn platform, you will simply have to click on the search bar located on the top bar menu. Once you click on it, you will have to click on the People option from the Search For display menu. You will be taken to the People Search page, where you will be able to locate qualified targets by using advanced search options and filters. First, you will be able to locate qualified targets by looking at the Contact Recommendations on the right-hand column. Then you will be able to filter people by degrees, keywords, connections, locations, current companies, past companies, industries, profile languages, nonprofit interests, and schools. You will also be able to use other target search criteria available on this page, including content, companies, and groups. Let's show you how you can leverage the information that you will find on these pages to locate qualified targets. On the content section, you will be able to locate qualified leads by taking a look at the content they are publishing and checking if it is relevant or cater to an audience that is relevant to your business. Then what you have to do is to visit these influential professionals' profiles and scroll down to their interests section. Then you will simply have to click on See More and explore what pages they are following and what groups they have joined. This will allow you to use those placements as targets when you create your advertising campaigns on LinkedIn. Additionally, you can locate other potential targets by going to the search bar and entering keywords that are relevant to your business and offers. Then scroll down past the results and click on Search All Results. Once on the results page, you can click on the Companies tab to see which companies operating within your business you can target with your advertising campaigns, and to check the Groups tab to see which industry-relevant groups you can join and be active on in order to create connections that you can later serve to with your advertising. Use these LinkedIn features to refine your targeting criteria as well as to find specific, better qualified targets to reach with your sponsored in-mail messages, and you will get results that you would not get without these strategies. Turning your company pages into lead generation pages. Hey there, my good friends. Let's continue with another high-level LinkedIn marketing strategy that will help you to secure high-quality leads right from your LinkedIn page. That is right. We are going to teach you how to turn your LinkedIn company pages into lead generation pages. Start by clicking on your profile icon while on LinkedIn's homepage and select the company page that you want to use to generate leads. Now, what we're about to show you is a series of modifications that you can make on your company pages in order to use them as pipelines to drive LinkedIn leads to your business website. Okay, let's start by clicking on the Overview tab. The first modification to make on your company page is to insert a new header image by clicking the Update Cover Image option. Now, we are not talking about a simple header image, but an image that entices your visitors to go to your website and complete an action, such as an image highlighting a discount, free trial, free content download, or webinar. Now comes the About section. Here you have to enter a compelling but brief invitation to convert that speaks directly to your potential target's needs. In fact, the most important part of your company description is in the first two lines, because that is how much of your description LinkedIn will show to your visitors before they have to click on See More to continue reading it. Our recommendation is to add value, to identify the target audience, and to add a service proposition value. In our example case, we are going to add value by writing Get Weekly Healthcare Product Reviews. We are going to identify the target audience by writing For the Health Industry Purchasing Executives. And we are going to add a service proposition value by writing By simply visiting our site and signing up to our newsletter. And that's it. Just make sure to keep your recent update section focused on conversion to get the information-seeking leads that don't click through to your website from your company page. This means that you have to post blog articles, links to infographics, and so on, as long as these posts lead people to your website. Creating a marketing plan for LinkedIn. You can't start a business without a business plan, and you can't start advertising on LinkedIn without mapping out a marketing plan first. So we have decided to give you a foolproof marketing blueprint that will work on any LinkedIn advertising venture. So listen up. Start by following the right approach. One thing to remember is that you will be serving your ads to a business-to-business audience. So it is important to follow the right approach even before you think about setting up your first ad. This means that your advertising message has to be focused on the following objectives: targeting only the professionals that are relevant to your business and no one else, adding value and a solid offer proposition to the advertising message, converting leads into connections on the platform when possible. Create brand awareness. It is important that your message is first and foremost focused on creating brand awareness among members of your target audience, as the vast majority of LinkedIn users end up spending money on businesses that they interact directly with. Brand awareness must be created way before initiating the purchasing funnel, and brand awareness is more easily achieved through thought leadership. Then drive sales through interactions. Your interactions with your audience will be built upon thought leadership. This means that people will only convert if they think that your content is relevant. LinkedIn users make their purchasing decisions after consuming from 5 to 10 pieces of content on average. This means that your content has to offer value from the very start in order to keep leads engaged until they convert. The ideal sales funnel on LinkedIn then would consist of a 10-piece content series that you can either release periodically from your company page or that you can release steadily from a showcase page dedicated to the content series subject matter. After you meet your goals. After going through the previous steps, you should be able to keep your customers engaged, to create new customers, and to get them through the new customer cycle by applying the next steps. Expanding brand awareness to other locations. Maintaining thought leadership through premium content and milestone showcasing. And generating new leads through evergreen content. Best practices for content, campaigns, and company updates. A/B test your campaigns. We recommend you to create and test at least 2 ad creative variations in all of your campaigns, each creative differing in the following criteria: the use of slightly different images, the use of shorter or larger character length, the use of statistics or infographics in one variation, featuring a person in one variation and an object in another. Testing word exchanges, such as switching from the word ebook in one variation to the word guide in another. Use rich media. To really stand out in the LinkedIn feed, you will need to use different visual elements in your ads. Using images and videos in your content can boost comment rates by up to 98%. A YouTube video specifically can increase share rates by up to 75%, as they directly play in the LinkedIn feed. Bid wisely. Your daily budget should start at 100 times the cost of your average cost per click or cost per mile. For example, if your average CPC is $15, your daily budget should start at $1,500, which is okay because you're not going to be spending it all unless your audience targeting is too broad and expansive. If your goal is to have as many conversions as possible, you should bid at least 10% above the suggested bidding range. Don't get tied to a publishing calendar. Stay up to date and comment on real-world news and events happening outside your publishing calendar in real time. And don't limit yourself to posting on work days, as 57% of LinkedIn members access the platform from their smartphones on weekends. Hey there again, my friends. Welcome to Section 4 of our LinkedIn Ads video training. Additional tips to consider. In this section, we are going to discuss some of the things that work and some of the things that don't for LinkedIn advertising. We are also going to give you some expert-level recommendations. And we are going to answer common questions to the most complex issues faced by LinkedIn advertisers. Here's a summary of what you will find in this section. Do's and don'ts. Premium tools and services to consider, shocking case studies, and frequently asked questions. So let's start by taking a look at the do's and don'ts of LinkedIn ads. Do's and don'ts. Do's. Filter your target demographics. The fact that LinkedIn's audience is pretty much highly targeted from the get-go doesn't mean that you shouldn't filter your targets further. So make sure to use a combination of LinkedIn's powerful targeting options to reach your most relevant prospects by targeting exact demographic data and interest-based data. Make use of clear calls to action. You will risk making your ad copy read like a statement rather than like an invitation to click through if you don't use concise, to-the-point calls to action on it. So always remember to use calls to action that reflect the intended action that you are targeting. Optimize your LinkedIn ads for mobile. More than 80% of engagement on LinkedIn is generated on mobile, so it is a no-brainer to optimize your ad units for smart screens. Keeping in-mail messages under 1,000 characters long, keeping your text ad copy short, and adapting your landing pages to properly fit smaller screens are examples of mobile optimization. Split test your campaigns. Split testing can help you to identify which headlines, images, copy, and calls to action work best on your audience. So make sure to split test from 2 or more variations of the same adverts to find out what elements work best on your campaigns. Integrate organic marketing strategies. Paid campaigns work like a charm when done right, like when you apply what you just learned in this course. But they get a boost when you also mix them up with organic marketing strategies such as optimizing your public profiles and pages for search. Speaking of which, set up a tracking strategy. The LinkedIn advertising platform allows you to set up a tracking code called Insight Tag that will allow you to track visitors that go from your public profiles or ads to your business website, which can help you to better identify your targets. Set up a remarketing strategy. You can complement your LinkedIn advertising efforts by creating audiences to retarget right from your campaign manager after you set up and activate the Insights tag on your website. Spend strategically. On average, 50% of your campaign budget will be spent in the mornings, 25% in the afternoons, and 25% in the evenings. So make sure to plan your budget accordingly. Measure your performance. It is vital that you pay attention to your performance metrics to understand how effective your ads are in driving your goals. Click-through rates, number of leads, and click-through rates relative to conversion rates are essential to keep an eye on. Know when to raise your bids. Don't be tempted to raise your bids from the get-go in the hopes of reaching lots of targets. Instead, wait for click-through rates to go over 1% to increase your bids, and then keep them high for roughly 3 weeks. Don'ts. Don't focus on direct sales. Don't go for the sale on your LinkedIn ads. Remember, LinkedIn users tend to consume 10 pieces of content before they decide to make a purchase. So make sure to use your ads to highlight the value of your product or service, and only add a link to your sales page at the end of the customer journey. Don't be too wordy. Make sure that copy on your landing pages is brief and clear. You have to show your leads that you value their time as much as they do themselves. Don't use a formal tone on in-mail ads. Do not confuse being professional with being robotic. Always use a conversational tone when sending in-mail ads to make your targets feel the message you are sending to them is all about creating a relationship. Don't target job seekers. Job seekers are unlikely to be interested in spending money on a corporate product or service unless they are senior professionals in charge of a still-to-be profitable startup, so always target the decision makers. Don't send unsigned in-mail ads. Adding the signature of someone in a position that is relevant to the content in your email ads is the best way to back your offers with the right context. For example, technical emails sent to technicians should be signed by an IT technician. Don't keep your campaigns running unattended. You have to always keep an eye on your campaigns and to know when it's the right time to stop them to avoid ad fatigue. A click-through rate below 0.35% is a good indicator that a campaign should be stopped and redesigned for good. Don't retarget converted leads. Keep an eye on your saved audiences to learn who was already one of your LinkedIn connections, as it doesn't make sense to retarget them with sponsored content if they are following you on the platform. Don't limit yourself to text. Text ads might be easy to set up and cheap, but unless they have keywords that the targets would respond to, they become easier to forget and to bypass, mainly because they look like background elements to most users. Don't over-target. Don't target the same audiences in multiple campaigns at the same time, or you will end up increasing the price of bids on ad auctions against yourself. Don't annoy users. Avoid doing sketchy stuff such as lying about the offer on your advert, sending in-mail ads telling people that you're reaching out to them on recommendation of a friend, or overdoing promoted updates. Premium tools and services to consider. Marketing Mojo. Marketing Mojo is a paid search advertising agency that offers LinkedIn ad management as part of their services. They offer strategic alignment and goal development, research and targeting creation, creative setup, constant optimization, regular reporting, and client communication. Brand Dignity. Brand Dignity is a digital marketing and advertising company that offers LinkedIn advertising services. They start by identifying your LinkedIn marketing goals. Then they craft and execute a LinkedIn advertising strategy that fits your vision. Lastly, they keep on monitoring and adjusting your campaigns to ensure maximum return on investment. AdStage. AdStage is a certified LinkedIn advertising partner that offers one of the most advanced advertising suites on the market. It will allow you to easily set up hundreds of direct sponsored content and text ad variations in minutes, to manage multiple ad accounts at scale, to reach the right audience at the right time, to get better results through automations, and to analyze performance in less time. Passion Digital. Passion Digital is an online advertising company that strives to offer simple, affordable digital marketing services to any type of client. Its LinkedIn advertising service offers you the opportunity to assign your LinkedIn ad efforts to a LinkedIn specialist that will get your business in the forefront of LinkedIn advertising. Linked Dominator. Linked Dominator is a LinkedIn advertising automation tool that will allow you to manage and automate your LinkedIn advertising campaigns. It can also add connections to your account on autopilot and send automated in-mail invitations. Crystal. Crystal is a data profiling tool that automatically reviews the information provided on a LinkedIn page or profile to help you assess a potential target's personality. You can then use that information to increase your chances of effectively communicating your message to your targets. Crystal will also allow you to import your LinkedIn contacts to give you a personality report based on the information gathered from their profiles in order to give you real-time advice on how to craft personalized emails while you compose them. LeadFuse. LeadFuse has been designed to make lead generation easy and automated by offering LinkedIn marketers a software-based platform that does all the hard work. It can automate lead generation by finding prospects using targeted filters such as job titles, locations, and industries. It also retrieves information such as email addresses, phone numbers, company names, domain names, and social media profiles. Sales Tools. Sales Tools is a data collection solution that will allow you to import lists of acquired leads from LinkedIn to your computer in Excel format. It can also simplify live data search by allowing you to gather information from LinkedIn with a few clicks. Strunk Media. Strunk Media is a marketing company that offers LinkedIn advertising services for business-to-business clients eager to reach professionals in their element. The company's hyper-targeted LinkedIn advertising solutions include specialized targeting, hands-on management, and in-depth monitoring. Sprinkler. Sprinkler is a social media management platform that offers a complete set of campaign management and automation tools for LinkedIn advertisers that want to integrate their LinkedIn advertising efforts with the rest of their marketing tools. Shocking case studies. Cathay Pacific. Cathay Pacific is a Chinese international airliner with its head offices and main hub located in Hong Kong's International Airport. Objective: The airliner was looking to promote its new Hong Kong-Chicago flight route with an effective advertising strategy. The company turned to LinkedIn to devise their advertising campaign. They targeted members of relevant groups such as the China networking group with sponsored polls, display ads, and recommendation ads. Results? The campaign received 1,300 poll responses and generated over 100 recommendations, with most of them supplying contact details that allowed Cathay to directly follow up with these leads. Adobe is a popular brand of digital marketing solutions that allow people to create groundbreaking digital content. Objective: the company wanted to raise further awareness about its digital marketing solutions. Strategy: the company decided to use a LinkedIn advertising platform to target U.S.-based decision makers with sponsored content and links to relevant thought leadership content. Results: the company gained great insights about its position as market leaders through this exposure, with poll results indicating that 50% of respondents agreed that Adobe is shaping the future of digital marketing. HubSpot is a leading digital marketing software provider that provides users the right tools to grow web traffic, generate leads, and convert leads into paying customers. Objective: HubSpot's objective was to establish an advertising venue where they could target marketing professionals who would respond well to its offers of free marketing material. Strategy: the company developed highly targeted self-service LinkedIn ad campaigns for different audiences to offer free educational materials to prospects in order to capture lead information. Results: the company achieved click-through rates from 1 to 3%, which are 60% higher than what they could have achieved on other social platforms, as well as higher quality leads and conversions. VistaView is a business management software company that targets clients in the oil field industry. Objective: the company's objective was to separate itself from the competition by demonstrating its industry focus and value propositions. Strategy: the company launched LinkedIn display ads to target the oilfield industry niche audience with thought-provoking and content-driven advert campaigns. Results: the company generated almost 5 times more leads with LinkedIn display ads than with any other display advertising campaigns, with a 75% reduced cost per lead and an overall 23.8% conversion rate. Aspect is a software solutions provider for companies that need to deliver seamless customer experiences across any type of communication channel. Objective: the company's objective was to attract a new audience to its content, as well as to raise awareness of the company's solutions among the right audience by way of driving traffic to its blog and website. Strategy: the company launched LinkedIn-sponsored content ads to promote white papers, webinars, and infographics while targeting key job titles such as IT managers. Results: the company gained a 322% increase in LinkedIn engagement, a 290% increase in referral traffic to its blog, and a cool 17% increase in company page followers. Clever Zebo is a marketing agency that aims to offer small and medium-sized businesses the opportunity to build and execute world-class online marketing strategies. Objective: the company's objective was to reach a small but highly influential audience in a professional environment and to generate high-quality leads at scale. Strategy: Clever Zebo launched self-service LinkedIn ad campaigns to target this audience by job functions, seniority levels, and company sizes. Results: by continually testing its ads, the agency achieved an improved click-through rate of 0.33%, 2.3 million impressions, and a 15% conversion rate. CA Technologies is an enterprise software solutions company that offers businesses software-centric services that can help them to reshape their operational structure. Objective: the company's objective was to generate high-quality leads among decision-makers in the technology industry and to boost conversion rates. Strategy: CA Technologies opted to drive content downloads using dynamic ads personalized with profile pictures of LinkedIn members. Results: the company's dynamic ad campaign generated a cool 11.3% conversion rate at a cost per lead that was 68% less than on any other network. IR is a management software solutions provider that services large multinational businesses as well as organizations in need of improved payment hubs and unified communication ecosystems. Objective: The company's objective was to yield real results from every dollar spent on advertising, and they needed to find a better qualified audience than they were able to reach on common social channels. Strategy. The IR team made use of sponsored content ads, as well as mobile-friendly landing pages and lead generation forms that kept their leads on LinkedIn. Results? The company's conversion rates nearly doubled thanks to sponsored content ads, and it was able to reduce its cost per lead by 44%. CBRE. CBRE is a commercial real estate firm that services investors, owners, and occupants by helping them to solve their most challenging real estate obstacles. Objective. The company's objective was to deliver personalized content to active B2B audiences, as well as to increase entries for its annual Urban Photographer of the Year contest in order to improve its exposure and brand awareness. Strategy. The company created sponsored in-mail campaigns to reach only active LinkedIn users. Results? The company's expectations and benchmarks were greatly exceeded when its campaigns resulted in a 54% open rate, a 28% open rate, and a 41% increase in contest entries in relation to the past year. General Electric. The General Electric Company is one of the world's largest and most recognizable brands, one that operates across a broad range of business-to-business and business-to-consumer areas. Objective. The company's objective was to enhance its reputation and thought leadership in the electric and healthcare industries in select regions around the world. Strategy. The company created sponsored in-mail campaigns, sponsored content campaigns, and targeted display ads to support key marketing initiatives and communities on LinkedIn. Results? The company gained an average of 5.75% interactions with content ads, which in turn generated over 1,300 unique content downloads, with in-mail ads generating deep engagement with policymakers and industry peers, with open rates that went up to 13%. Frequently asked questions. What is the suggested ad spend for small businesses to safely receive leads? Although all campaigns differ in how they receive leads in relation to the marketing objective being pursued and the audience they are targeting, the common consensus is that you have to be able to spend enough in order to get the amounts of data that will allow you to get relevant leads. But how much is enough for small businesses? It all depends on how large your advertising budget is, as there are small businesses spending from $200 to $1,000 on a single campaign, which is enough to drive awareness and retrieve relevant audience data. The trick is in spending no more than a third of your total daily budget on a single bid. For example, if you set a daily budget of $50 and you spend $15 on a single bid, you won't be getting enough clicks for the remainder of the day. In fact, your costly bid won't guarantee that you will get a lead out of it. Is it better to set a daily budget or an overall campaign budget? It can be beneficial to set an overall campaign budget as long as you can afford a large ad spend and if you don't mind a campaign eating up your entire budget in a single day, as campaign lifetime budgets are very likely to eat through a budget fast when you set your bids high. Now, if you would rather space out your ad spend, simply set a daily budget that you can comfortably accommodate. How long should you run your campaigns? The simplest way to know how long you should run a campaign is to look at the campaign's performance to see if a campaign is meeting your marketing goals. If you are meeting your goals and are perceiving an adequate return on investment, then you can essentially run a campaign for as long as it works for you. Now, if you are not hitting your objectives, you will need to stop your campaigns in order to review and optimize them. Let performance be your guide. Are all LinkedIn targeting options available for all ad campaign formats? Yes, all of LinkedIn's marketing solutions will allow you to make use of all targeting options available. In fact, you will be able to make up to 100 selections per targeting option, and you can easily expand the reach of your campaigns by enabling audience expansion. What determines ad pricing? Ad pricing will depend on whether your campaigns are managed by a marketing solutions representative or if you're using LinkedIn's self-service advertising platform to manage your campaigns. In the case of a managed campaign sold through a marketing solutions representative, ad pricing is based on cost per click and cost per mile, which is the price of ads per 1,000 impressions. You will just have to select the pricing option that best fits your marketing objective. Self-service campaigns, on the other hand, allow you to control the cost of your campaigns in two ways, either by selecting a daily or total campaign budget, or by setting maximum bids per click or per 1,000 impressions. If you select to set your bids, you will be able to see the average bid range according to your target audience, and generally, the higher you bid, the more results you will see. Do you have to create company updates in order to promote sponsored content? Not necessarily. While the easiest way to promote sponsored content is by selecting a company update from your company page and set it up as a sponsored content ad, you can also create direct sponsored content ads directly from the campaign manager without the need to create company updates beforehand. Will your sponsored content appear somewhere outside the LinkedIn newsfeed? LinkedIn has created partnerships with multiple exchanges and publishers that allows it to serve your sponsored content on apps and sites where people are likely to benefit from engaging with your content, which will in turn benefit you because of increased exposure. Such placements are part of the LinkedIn Audience Network and are only available when you target audiences located in the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, India, Singapore, and New Zealand. Does a campaign manager report your ad delivery outside of LinkedIn? Yes, you can get a report detailing your ad performance outside of LinkedIn by going to your campaign manager, selecting the campaign that you want to get a report on, then going to the performance section, clicking on the export button, and selecting the Audience Network Performance option to download the report. Will your ads look different outside of LinkedIn? It will greatly depend on your ad specs, but in general, you can expect your ads to look slightly different depending on your ad image sizes and the placements where your ads are served. Will all of your campaigns show on the Audience Network? No. In fact, only sponsored content campaigns that have cost per click selected as their bid type are available to show ads outside of LinkedIn. Text ad campaigns and cost per mile campaigns will not show on the Audience Network.